Shalom YouTube, it's your boy Micaiah, aka the Hawkeye Hebrew, coming at you with another build video. And I just want to say thank you to all of y'all who've been subscribing to the channel and liking the videos and showing me support. Y'all been really helpful and I greatly appreciate it. Also, to those of you who check out my content, if you like the video or you find anything helpful, consider subscribing to the channel and help me reach my goal of 1,000 subs, and I would greatly appreciate that as well. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the build video. So today I'm playing on a Stamina Nightblade bow build, and we're gonna go ahead and go right into the character sheet. Looking at the character sheet, I have 15,000 magicka, 25,000 health, and 22,000 stamina. Our recoveries are coming in at 1,400 mag recovery and 2,100 stam recovery. Our damage is 6,300 weapon damage. Our crit is 36%, and our physical pen is about 8k, but it's showing our master assassin passive in the tooltip, or in the stat sheet. That extra 3k right here, it's showing that in the stat sheet. So we actually have about 8k pen, but if you're hitting an enemy from the flank, then you'll have the 11,800 like it's saying here. So I just wanted to clarify that. Our resistances are 19,800. We have 43 points in the health, 21 in the stamina. The food we're using is Jewels of Misrule. My character is a stage 4 vampire, and the reason we have that is for a lot of reasons actually. The ignore movement speed of sneak, we want that, and we want this right here. When we sprint, we reduce the cost of sprint by 50%, and if you sprint for 3 seconds, you become invisible. I chose to do that way I don't have to use invis on the build and waste the bar slot. And then obviously for the undeath passive and the strike from shadows, we're taking advantage of all these. So when you leave sneak or invisibility, you get an extra 300 weapon and spell damage for 6 seconds. You want all those for this build. I'm using the Lover Mundus, and my character is a dark elf. With that, let's go ahead and get into the skills. So the first skill we're using is Magnum Shot. This is our stun. It knocks the enemy back 8 meters. It's good for getting people off of you. And it's kind of a part of our burst combo, which we'll go over a little bit later. I'm using Merciless Resolve instead of the stamina version. I want this version because it hits harder, it heals for more, and on this build we're using all our magic for healing. So we have Merciless Resolve. I mean, that's kind of, you're not going to really rely on that, but it's there for a little bit of healing. And then we're using Shrewd Offering as our other magic heal. So you want that 15k magic for both of these abilities. Let me go back to Vigor real quick. We're using Vigor. Amazing stamina heal, and it gives us minor resolve, which increases our resistance by 3k. And then, like I said, we got Shrewd Offering, and I'll show you, actually I'll just tell you now the reason why it shows this morph over Healthy. I normally choose Healthy Offering, and Healthy Offering gives you minor mending, but I'm using Bowkensoul, so Bowkensoul gives you minor mending by default. So because of that, I took the cheaper version in Shrewd Offering. And yeah, that's why I took that morph, only because I'm running Bowkensoul. If I wasn't running Bowkensoul, it would be Healthy. And then we have Lethal Arrow is our main spammable. For the ultimate, we got Toxic Barrage, super busted ulti. Everybody's spamming it. You already know what to do. Let's go ahead and look at the sets. So for the first 5-piece set, I'm using Marksman, and I have that in a bow, Nirnhone with a weapon damage glyph. And for those of you who don't know, Marksman gives you 2 lines of recovery, which is very helpful, 1 line of weapon damage, and it reduces the cost of all your stamina abilities by 5%. And then it increases the damage of our bow abilities against players by 8%. So all of the tooltips that you see, those are receiving an extra 8% damage that's not really showing up there. And I like this. It's giving us a lot of cost reduction on our skills, like the lethal arrow, vigor, and then our magnum shot. They're getting that 5% cost reduction. So I really like this set. It's really good. And I believe the way that you get this is in Cyrodiil through one of the vendors.
Don't think.
But that's where this set comes from, and you probably could find it in guild traders too. But we're using a 1-piece Bowkensoul for the penetration. We want that in divines. We got the marksman chest in divines, and then our second 5-piece set is Spriggans. Spriggans gives us 2 lines of stamina, 1 line of weapon and spell damage, and then a lot of pen, and that's what we want with this build. Got the Spriggans belt, Spriggans bracers, Spriggans guards, and then Spriggans boots. I wanted all divines on this build, because that boosts the Lover Munda Stone. That's where I get the extra 4k penetration from with the Lover, because we're using all divines except this 1 piece. But I chose to just keep this well-fitted piece because we do roll dodge a lot, so it's not hurting. So we have 6 divines and 1 well-fitted, all medium on the build, 7 medium. And then our jewelry is marksman infused with damage, marksman infused with damage, and then we got the Bowkensoul ring infused with damage. And Bowkensoul is giving us our damage buff, our crit buff, our resistance buff. It's giving us a lot of things. And the really good thing about it that we get is, oh yeah, we get minor protection and then minor heroism. That's the really good thing I like about it. That minor heroism helps us get our bow ultimate back faster. As you can see, I'm a stage 4 vamp. Normally this ultimate would cost 175, but because I'm a stage 4 vamp and it increased the cost of all my abilities, it's up to 196, but you really don't notice it with minor heroism. One thing I say about this build is when you get your bow ultimate ready, let it rip. There's no reason to hold on to it because you get it back pretty fast, and I mean it hits like a truck, so you might as well just spam it as soon as you get it and you're trying to nuke somebody. Just let it rip. As far as the basic combo, you really just want to hit Merciless Resolve. I'm sorry, you hit Merciless Resolve, and then you just want to cock back a snipe into a light attack. Cock back a snipe into a light attack. You keep doing that until you see your Merciless Resolve build up to ×5. Now you see my bow is ready, and once that's ready, the combo is cock back snipe, light attack, magnum shot, Merciless Resolve. That's the combo. And then they still not dead and the bow ultimate is ready to go, you unleash the bow ulti on them. Extremely simple setup. You only got 1 bar, but you'd be surprised how much survivability you have with this, because I can just keep spamming this as much as I need, the roll dodge, and then if I need to sprint to go invisible, I can, and that's how I get out of combat. Just be careful when you're using this ability right here, because I notice a lot of times when you change terrains, like if you're on a flat surface and then you run up a hill, it'll knock you out of stealth. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're using this build. But other than that, I mean, it's a really fun build. I don't have any champ points slotted. I've only been playing this in BG, so hopefully later I can take it into Cyrodiil or Imperial City and something like that, and get some gameplay there. But that's pretty much the build. So hopefully you all enjoy it, and hopefully you enjoy the gameplay, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.